Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where I do makeup tutorials, makeup reviews, hauls and unboxing. So if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. And let's get started. Because in today's video, I will be reviewing the Rare Beauty Foundation by Selena Gomez. And I've also purchased the Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. This was on sale from Sephora, so go ahead and grab it. It was a good deal. It was for $29 Canadian. Again, this foundation, the Rare Beauty Foundation, was $38 Canadian, if you're wondering. So that's all I purchased from her line. I bought this myself with my own money. This was not sent to me or anything, and I wanted to try it as well and see how it looks on my face because I have dry face, so normal to dry face skin type, so I wanted to see. So the packaging is very simple. As you can see, it's white. It says Rare Beauty right here, berry red color, and I'm so excited to try this foundation because I've seen all the videos of everyone going up. There's mixed reviews. A lot of people really like it. So when you open it up, I think this is plastic, not glass, and it says Rare Beauty right here with gold. It is so pretty, and it has this nice little circle top, which is very easy to help you open it. Apparently you have to shake it really good before using it. Anyways, so before we go ahead and try this one on, that's what we're gonna test today. We are going to go in. I'm gonna be using my favorite products today that I know that work very good with my skin type, because I want to give this foundation a fair review. So I'm gonna go ahead with the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream. As you know, I love this primer, so you can use this as a primer and as a cream. I have a full review on this one. I'll be linking it down below so you can check it out. But I just got a code with them. So if you use code Ilinca, which I will be putting that down below in the description box, you will get 10% off of this. And if you use my link, I will get a small percentage commission if you make a purchase that will go towards my channel at absolutely no cost to you. So that would be very appreciative if you would purchase through my link. That would help my channel and grow my channel, and I would thank you so much if you would do that. And don't forget to use Ilinca for 10% off the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Primer / Cream. So I'll be putting this on first. So how I'm gonna take this much and priming my face and moisturizing. I know that all my other foundations work very good with this primer, so we're going to give this foundation a fair review. Like I said, this foundation just came out at Sephora. As you know, it's by Selena Gomez, and she came up with concealer, blushes, and all that other fun stuff. I did not purchase those because it's quite expensive. But what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna be using a sponge for one side, and I'll be using a brush for the other side, so you guys can see how this foundation applies with both a wet sponge and a brush. I'm gonna be putting my Minnie Mouse ears so we can keep the hair out of the, you can see Minnie Mouse. Some nice subscriber commented and says it looks like Minnie Mouse, so that's cute. So this, I got mine in the shade 170W. Please pay attention to the shades if you buy it online. As you can see, I have fair skin, so you can tell how this will look. I had to go in store trying on all the other shades. They were too much on the pink side. If you go a bit darker, they're too much on the yellow side. So you have to be very careful with this foundation, okay? So let's give it a good shake. Good shake. Okay, so when we open it up, it comes with this tofu applicator, which reminds me of, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced concealer. So let's put some on this side of the face. And we are going to use, so when you apply it, it feels very creamy and nice and dewy on the face. So I'm gonna apply this side with the sponge, and you guys can see the difference. This is supposed to be, from what I see, people who have oily skin, they say it's a bit too dewy. If you do have a lot of acne, a lot of people said maybe it's not too much of coverage for them, but for my skin type, so far I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. So you guys can see this side is done, okay, and this side we are going to apply it with a brush. So again, let's apply. It is it's like applying a face cream. That's what it feels like. So I'm gonna be using the BH Cosmetics number 2 brush. I did a review on this brushes and it's up on my channel. So let's see how it applies with the brush. So let's just do stapled movements like this. Like we are going to stamp the foundation onto the skin instead of rubbing. So let's just stamp it and then we can see the difference. I really enjoy applying my foundation with a sponge. So as you can see, when you apply the foundation with the brush, you can see little streaks, like little dry patches. It's not as smooth. So I don't know if you guys can see here, little dry patches, and especially on the nose and around the nose. You see how nice and smooth it is here. Here it seems a little bit drier. So that's one thing I've noticed when applying it with the, let's go ahead and dab on the nose with the sponge. I think it looks much better. So far so good. I love it. It is very dewy. So if you already have dewy skin, I don't know how you feel about this. I have dry skin and it looks super nice on my skin. Again, I think I prefer to use sponge with this foundation versus a brush. I think it looks much smoother and applies much better than when using a brush. It looks okay with the brush when you apply it on your cheek, but when you come really close to the nose area, in this area right here and on the nose, you can see streaks of the foundation, okay? Now I'm gonna go into my other favorite, is the Too Faced concealer, and let's apply this and see how. I'm gonna put a little bit on the eyelid and see how this works together with this foundation, because I know that this works really good with my other foundations. So I'm gonna be using a sponge for this. And I think this color 170W, it matches me really well. The lady at Sephora was a big help. So like I said, if you do go lighter, be careful because it goes more into the pink shades, and if you go darker, it goes more onto the yellow side, unless you go like really dark, and those are more on the brown side. Okay, so I'm really liking what I see. Very dewy, which that is what I'm looking for in a foundation. Again, I am going to be applying this foundation with the sponge because with the brush, don't like it so much. So sponge it is. That's the only negative thing I have to say so far. Everything else seems to be going towards my top favorite foundations. This foundation matches really good with my skin. It feels like I have nothing on my face. It's not heavy, it's not oily, it's not dry on my face. It makes my face really nice and dewy. Now let's go ahead and set this concealer. I'll be going with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and let's set this concealer because we are doing this so that we don't have any type of creasing. Again, today we are not going to focus on creating a eye look of any kind, but we are putting this foundation to the test and see how it stays and how it performs on my face with all of these other favorite products that I purchased. Now, I did not purchase the concealer and the other blush. I wanna give this foundation a fair test and test it with all of other products from the drugstore, high-end. I don't wanna test it with the same brand. Oh, sorry if you guys can hear that, it's a helicopter. But I don't wanna test it with the same brand blush, same brand concealer, because that might work really good, but that's not really fair to the foundation. A good foundation should actually perform really good with any type of product that goes on your face. So now I'm gonna go into the Milani bronzer. This is in the shade 02 Sun Kissed, and see how it goes together. So I'm really loving actually this, you know. Was afraid to purchase it because I heard mixed reviews. I heard a lot of good reviews on this. And I actually saw Selena Gomez do a review on it too on YouTube. And I really liked how her skin looked. So I wanted to see how it looks on my skin, which I know it's dry, it's fair. It is very picky when it comes to foundations because they really like dry up. So now let's go ahead with, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Blush, Always Cheeky. So I think maybe that's the shade. Let's go ahead and blush those cheeks up. This is like a nice peachy blush, which I really like. I think the peachy blushes are my favorite. They're more, I like them better than the pink ones anyways. It looks more natural. A nice bronzy peachy look. A bit on the nose. I don't know why, but a lot of makeup artists put some blush on tip of the nose too. So next, we're gonna go into the Morphe highlighter. Again, this is one of my favorites in the shade Lit. So I'm using a lot of my favorites today so we can see how this foundation performs. So we're gonna put some highlighter right at the top here. So after I'm done, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you guys can see how this foundation looks. Ooh, I love this highlighter so much. I can't stop adding. Okay, let's add a little bit more bronzer. I love this bronzer and it smells so nice. Okay, so let's give it like a full brush all over the face. So let me look up close here. I am loving this. Again, let me see around the nose. Yeah, it looks okay. As you guys can see, this is the side we did with the Real Techniques wet sponge. It looks very dewy, very glowy. No streaks, no dry patches, nothing. I am loving it so much. It looks very natural. That's what I like. It's not heavy and it looks very natural. Now if we go on this side, let's see here on this side. This looks nice as well. I went over my eyebrows a bit. This one we applied with the brush and it actually turned out very good as well. In the beginning, I saw some patching on the nose. It applied very good on the cheek, but when you go on the nose and around the nose here, it seemed a bit patchy compared to the sponge, but in overall it did a really good job as well. So I like it because it's very dewy and very natural looking. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna have a small intermission and enjoy the small intermission. I'll be finishing my eyes really quickly and I'll be right back. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the intermission. Welcome back. I finished my eyes. Let's quickly go over it. I have used, what did I use here? Okay, so for my eyeliner, I've used the Tattoo Liner Waterproof Trooper Black. That's the shade by Kat Von D. So I used this one as my winged liner. Then I've used the Marc Jacobs Lash Lengthening Mascara in the shade Black. I quickly used, for my lips, I've used the Essence Stay 8-Hour Lip Liner. It's waterproof in the shade So Default 03. That's the shade right here. And I've used the MAC lipstick, and this is in the shade You Wouldn't Get It, which is this one right here. I've used this for my lips. And I quickly, instead of using eyeshadow on my eyes, I've used the Milani bronzer, just a small shader. Let's go ahead and review this foundation. I would definitely 100% recommend this foundation, Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. It is amazing. I'm gonna finish the video by testing it with the Urban Decay Long Lasting Spray, and we'll see how it goes with this one. But this, in combination with all of the products I've used, with the Juno & Co Moonshine Miracle Cream Primer, it is amazing. With the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer, this is in the shade Cloud. It is wonderful how these two work together. As you can see, it's very dewy. It is, again, I have dry skin, so remember that. I have normal to combination to dry skin, so I don't have oily skin. That's why maybe this one works so good on me. It gives my face this, I don't know, this just glowy and natural look, not heavy. People cannot even tell I have foundation on my face. It's not cakey at all. It's not drying. Again, my preference is to apply it with a sponge, but if you like to apply it with a brush, works wonderful. Just keep in mind to use the sponge and maybe go around the nose area. That would be a tip. It works very good with drugstore powder and bronzer and blush, so this also work really good together. Again, I wanted to put this foundation to the test with all kinds of other products on my face to make sure it works good. So let's go ahead and test it now with the setting spray and set our face up. So I wonder if you need to shake it. This is the makeup setting spray, long lasting up to 16-hour wear. After applying makeup, shake bottle well, hold 8 to 10 inches away and mist face 2 to 4 times in an X and T formation. So it looks like this for the, oh, it has a double protective. There you go. It comes with this cap and an additional cap that you take off. Shake it really good. And now spray the face. Let me see, test the mist first, because I'm always scared of. Ooh. Okay, let's try it now. I love it. And here's a tip. You grab your sponge and you kind of set everything in together after you're sprayed. This is wonderful. I am so happy I purchased this foundation. I would say go ahead, grab it. It is a great foundation, and I'm not saying this because it's created by a celebrity. You know, I don't care who creates it. If it performs and gives my face a glowy face, not oily, a glowy, nice, shiny, natural look, I am loving it. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. Again, don't forget, I have a code with Juno & Co. If you would like to support me and my channel at no cost to you, please click on the link below if you make a purchase and use code Ilinca to get 10% off. I would really appreciate it, and thank you so much. So if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.